Hello friends, and welcome to Road to ACP. This time again with the same excuse that I have taken a long time to come up with my new videos, and I've got n number of reasons, blah blah blah. But absolutely, I know that I'm just repeating the same sentence time and again. But actually, the problem is like that only. There are so many things that are going around, and I'm slightly busy in that, and that's why I was not able to keep up with the updating my channel timely. But now I think for this month I'll be slightly free, so you can expect that more video are going to come, and it will definitely feed your hunger for cybersecurity. So let us proceed without much explanation on my excuses. So the figure right before you is very interesting. That what this figure is telling you, you can write in my comment. But this is a very popular web-based attack, and sometime in 5 years back, this was you can imagine that you are logged in your Gmail account, and if you just visit some website, then attacker can get all the contact list out of your Gmail application, web-based Gmail application. Now this particular vulnerability is more or less is called CSRF, that is cross-site request forgery. If you just look at the current checklist of OWASP testing, then you can see that CSRF has kind of attacks has reduced a lot because of modern browsers. But again, I'm just telling you and warning you, all the developers out there, that it is not browser dependent, though browser definitely helps you to give you protections against this attack, but it should not depend blindly on the browser. Okay, you have to definitely implement the methods to protect your web application. Now let us understand what this website, what this web applications vector is all about. Now you can see that suppose you are visiting some bank site of yours, and at the same time you want to do some transactions from account A to account B, and the account B definitely, then only you can transfer your money to account B. But what if at the same time you are getting some beautiful update in your WhatsApp page, that there is some interesting link is waiting for you. You just simply clicking on that link, and that link is trying to execute a transaction that is not basically authorized by you. That means it is transferring the amount from your legitimate account to some account controlled by the attacker. Sounds scary, right? So this what happens in case of CSRF. Okay, so how I'm going to present the thing before you. Actually, I have created a detailed application for testing, and though it will not look much fancy to you, but I hope that it will serve our purpose, and at the same time you will learn the different kind of mechanism that is implemented by the developer to thwart this kind of attack. At the same time, you will also learn the kind of bypasses that one can have and one can think while counter this kind of issues, okay, potential issues. So let's proceed further, and I hope you'll be enjoying this video a lot. So think about this web page as our bank account transfer account page, okay, where I'm just placed a value that you can try to pass only 1,000 rupees to some known account of yours. And here is the source code, and it is very simple before you that this is 1,000 rupees is read only account, and you are just transferring value to some account to. Okay, now what I can do, I will just try to transfer an account of suppose 122, and this particular account I know right now, so I am just transferring the amount from 1,000 account number to 122 account number. Okay, and see, you have transferred successfully from 1,000 to 122. This is an intended behavior, right? So I think we are perfectly all right with this kind of thing. Intended behavior, sorry. But what if that suppose, as I have told you in my introduction, that in the same time while browsing this page I have encountered some beautiful website out there and it's just visiting that website. Okay, then what that website can do in the background without getting any approval. So let's see that. Okay, so in the meantime I have fired my Bob, and you can see this is my Bob browser, and let's try to see again. Suppose this is the account that I know, and I'm just trying to pass an amount from this account to this account, and that is absolutely okay. So let's see that what we can think of here. Okay, let's try to capture the request again and try to pass an account 122, and see, this is the thing that we are getting right now, from account number this to account number 122. Okay, let's try to put this in a repeater, and suppose I'm just getting this CSRF POC. This is the test in browser. Okay, let me first change the account of my choice. Suppose my account choice is 152. I'll be testing this, that whether I can do it, and let's try to include an auto submit button. Okay, and regenerate it, and now I should copy it. Okay, and let's go it. You can obviously you can do the same thing using your basic HTML coding. Okay, so that is nothing fancy, but obviously Bob is giving you a big leverage here. Now see, I have just executed. In some time it will get executed, and let's see what we are going to get. Okay, so let's submit this request. Okay, I think there was some problem in that. What happened? It should, okay, it should be 152, sorry. And now again I'm just testing in the browser. So if I just do, you can, what is happening? I think that there is some issue. It's sorry. Oh. Wait. Sometimes doing a small kind of thing also takes a lot of time, because you are post. Where is the post request? Repeater, create. Suppose I'm just transferring tool POC 152. Okay, let's change the account. Test in browser. Doing the testing again. Let's see what we are going to get. Okay, Babsuit. See. Now you can see that I have transferred the account from 1000 to 152, which is not my intended behavior. So why am I able to do it? Because there is a vulnerability that exists with this particular web application, and that is nothing but the CSRF related vulnerabilities. Okay, so in which one site can use the cookie of other site to execute the request of his choice. Okay, so now let us see some variants of CSRF one by one. This is the one way in which an attacker has given the developer has not given any kind of protection against the potential attack. Now let's try to browse into some other web applications. Okay, so let's try to visit the number 2, and now let's try to see what is the code there. Now if you see, there is a code, and I can see that there was a token involved in it, and this token is long, and I think there is some pattern or not. Right now I cannot decipher that, but there is a token. Instead there is a token. Now let's see what we can do. Now if I just try to pass again the account one legitimate, so you have transferred 1000 to 122. Now let's see that what happened in the background. Okay, so let's push this thing to repeater. and again I should push this thing to you know, okay, this is 152. Okay, now this is the test in browser. Let's test in the browser and let's test it. Okay, now this is transferred. Why this is transferred? Because you can easily understand that in this case also, I have not changed the token. Okay, I have just kept the token same, and that's why it is happening. The token is there, right? So this is also one kind of, you know, problem in implementing the CSRF based protection. In every so what is recommended here? It is recommended that you should change the token after every submission of the form. Okay, and which is absent over here, and that's why my attack is happening. So let's try to suppose if somebody wants to remove this token, then see what we can get out of here. Okay, so let's remove this line completely and see. Okay, so now this is 162. Suppose let's try to do it. Test in browser. I have removed that line completely. Okay, see, this is also happening. Why? That means token is not validated properly. Okay, so whether the token is implemented or not implemented, it hardly matters, because there is no proper checking of token at the server side. And at the same time, you can see some error from my raw PHP, that undefined index token. So that means PHP was expecting some token kind of parameter in his post request, and which is not there, but it is completely okay. Okay, so there are two kind of possible vulnerabilities in CSRF2. First, you are keeping the token value same, and second, if you are removing the token, then also it is attack is happening. That means there is no server side checks there. Okay, now let's proceed to third level of thing. Okay, let's try to see. Now again I'm just trying, let's see what is there. So the token is same, everything is same. Let's try to implement the same thing. Let's try to do a normal transaction, so it is happening. Let's try to spoof it and see what is there. CSRF3. Okay, now let's again create the whoever doesn't have the Bub Pro, at the same time they can do different kind of things, like they can use CSRF generator using HTML, or otherwise I'll paste a code in my GitHub repo as well, so that you can create your own CSRF demo. Okay, now let's try to remove the token this time, and let's see what's happening. Okay, let's try to remove the token line completely, as we did in our last exercise. Okay, let's try to remove this only. Okay, let's see what happened. Okay, test in browser. Okay, let's go back to the browser and see what is happening. Okay, so I think we are trying to just transfer the same amount, but without the token. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it is getting bypassed because token, I think value is not there, right? Value is not there. Now let's try to remove the entire token line. Okay, let's remove the token line completely and then test in browser. Now let's see. Okay, and okay, don't try to fool me. That means what is happening there? Now in this particular source code, if you'll see, then in this particular source code, if you see, that token value was there, but in this case I have removed the token parameter completely. Okay, so it was expecting some token parameter here, but the value sent or not, they are accepting it. So this is another kind of vulnerability that will come across the CSRF. And let me tell you one thing, that by exploiting CSRF I have earned very good bounties in past. Though I'm not active in the bug bounty programs right now, but I hope that if you try your luck, you may find some application where you can implement all this method that you have learned and learning at the same time. Okay, so keep your eyes open and mind open. Okay, now let's try to see the another variable, another kind of things. Now in this case, let's see. Okay, so there is a token and there is everything. Now let's try to see what we can do. Okay, let's try to remove the token again, and as we did in our past, CSRF 4. Okay, let's try to capture the request 122. Okay, it is transferred. Let's try to capture this request, send it to repeater and remove the token. Okay, now see what happens. Okay, the token is removed. Okay, create this POC and let's see what happening. Okay, so I hope this will work. Okay, don't try to fool me. That means by removing the token it is not happening. Okay, let's try to remove the entire token parameter. Okay, let's see if it brings some changes. Okay, so let's go back again, test in browser. I'm just remove the token parameter as well. Let's see what is happening. Okay, don't try to fool me. That means now they are validating properly that whether the request has been sent with a token or not, or the token variable and values exist or not. Now let's try to see that whether you can tamper the token value and do something over here. So let's keep the token value same, and let's try to remove one character from the token value and make it A. Okay, and just go. Okay, test in browser. What we are doing right now, we are just changing the token value completely. Okay, and see now if you just go to the web page, okay, it is same, but when it got transferred through the proxy, see this time it was A. So token is not matching, but still it is being accepted. That means what the match was there, it is being matched on the basis of, it is matched in the basis of length of the token, right? The length of the token is not same, then I think there will be some problem. Okay, so sometimes you can do the tampering on the token itself. Okay, let's try to reduce the token size and see what happens. Okay, so I have reduced the token size and again launching the attack. Okay, let's see. This is the browser. Okay, paste and go, submit request. See, don't try to fool me. So definitely it is matching the length of the token. Okay, now let's go to case number 5. Okay, so now the account takeover. Suppose this is a page of a profile where you need to change the password, and if you change the password, then account of that particular victim can be taken over. Okay, now see what is there. What kind of things are there? Suppose 122, password is 122. Okay, and let's see what is happening. Okay, let's switch on our proxy, let's intercept it, and then we'll come to know that what is happening over there. Can you see something? Can you notice something in this particular request? If you have spotted it right, then I must say that you have got a very good eyes. If not, then I must tell you. See, there are two CSRF token is being used. First, the CSRF token is used as being cookie, and second there is a token, and both are matching. Okay, so if you just go over there, okay, and remove any of the token, suppose I'm just removing this one. Okay, I'm removing this one, and I'm just putting something else over here. Suppose this. Okay, and let's try to create and CSRF POC, and let's go back to our browser and in the meantime let me drop that request. Okay, let's drop this request. I think account, you have changed your password, right? Now let's try to okay, see, CSRF is tampered. That means it is checking both from the cookie and the token, and then on the basis of that it is allowing you to change the password or not. So this is a kind of thing that is called double submit cookie. Okay, so let's go back and see this repeater. Now see the token that I have placed as SSSSS, and let's make this cookies as SSSSS. Okay, and now let's try to execute it. Okay, I hope this time this should work. Account table, oh sorry, CSRF is tampered. Okay, so that means CSRF is not being taken because I think 1 2 3, yes, it is not being taken because again the request is going with a cookie, that is what let me check what cookie it went. Okay, spoof me. Okay, it went with a spoof me only, that's why. If it could have been gone with SSSS, then I think there could be a possibility that this thing could have worked. Okay, now the question is that how to bypass this kind of thing, how to bypass so you have to find out the vulnerability which can set a cookie in the browser of your choice, like using some CSRF injection or XSS. Okay, and I think that could give you a chain of attacks to perform the CSRF. Otherwise, this is a very safe kind of method to implement the CSRF protection, and I'll definitely put up a video separately because I'm just in preparation of that, of double submit cookie, because I know sometimes it takes time to make videos because you have to create a vulnerable application based on that, and for that you need to code and you need to have time. So that's not an excuse, but I'll definitely come up with a new video on bypassing the double submit cookies. Okay, but I hope that you have got something from here. Okay, now let's go back to our fourth attack. Okay, now this is 6, change your email. Okay, so let's try to change my email. If my allowed from secure links only, I don't know why it is happening, so let me check and see what is happening over there. See, CSRF 6. Okay, can you see something? Can you see something over here, that what is happening over here? It is saying that it is coming from CSRF 6 and origin is this, then it should be coming from secure links. Okay, so what does it mean? Secure links, that means how does it coming to know that whether there is a secure links or not? So let's try to check it. Let's try to make this referrer, because referrer is the part which is basically checking this, that where you are coming from, right? So let's make this as a secure, and let's see what's allowed from secure links. Okay, so let's make it secure links. I think I must have done something petty like this. So let's see. Okay, then I think I should go back to the code and see that what kind of referrer that I have used. Okay, so secure. Okay, so just allow me to, I was mostly right, it was secure links as I have written in my code. I know this is not okay, so this is secure links, and let's see, change of email is accepted. Otherwise, if you just suppose if the referrer is not appropriate, then in that case you cannot change the link, right? So this is also a referrer based protection of CSRF. Now what if I just remove the referrer? Suppose I remove the referrer. Okay, and let's try to do it. Okay, undefined index email in CSRF request can be accepted. Why it is saying because request can be accepted? Because it is because it is not strictly checking the referrer. Okay, it is checking if the referrer present, it definitely checking, but if there is no referrer, it is not checking. So this is also a kind of bypass. Okay, Now you have reached here. Great, did you find the hidden treasure? Okay, so now again you are going back to the referral pair CSRF 6. Now in that case, if you'll see the request, then you will find that something is there. Now 6 is this. Now if you just go to 6, it will be showing 7. Now if I just try to change the email ID, let's try to change the email ID, and then it'll say allow from secure links. Now you know that what to do to bypass the CSRF, right? So friends, this is all for this video, and these are the things that we have discussed. Some of the things that I am just mentioning it here, like the header based CSRF, guessable token, change the verb request in case of sometimes you can change the get post request with get, and you can see that you can bypass the CSRF protections. Sometimes you can play with the content type, okay, because sometimes all the content types are not CSRF kind of protections, doesn't have CSRF kind of protection, so you can play with that also. If you can do it at your end, that is good. Otherwise, please let me know in my comment box. I'll definitely come up with a new video and which will help you to understand these scenarios as well. And double submit cookie I have already explained. Just remove the token. I have shown that you can change the length. You can keep the length of token same. Sometimes you can remove the token, okay. Sometimes you can have the same token repeated for the different accounts. So these are the things that you should keep in mind while trying to bypass a CSRF based protection form. And I hope that this will definitely give you a lot of learning here, and you are going to implement it in coming up bug bounties or whatever platforms that you are currently engaged with as a security pen tester. So hope you will like my video, and you'll share with your friends in the community. And in case of any doubt, please reach out to me in description box, and I'll be coming with this kind of videos again. And at the same time, I'm just keeping this repo in my GitHub page, which is already mentioned in the description box. So please go and visit and try to customize the script or try to customize the applications as per your needs. That is completely okay. And for the time being, a bid adieu from Road to SCP, and have a great day. Thank you.